latest on the ongoing migrant crisis. Mayor Adams once again reiterating that it is costing the city billions.
He's been asking the state and federal government to step in and help, and now that includes declaring a state of emergency. Morgan McKay joins us live from City Hall with the mayor's request. Morgan.
$12 billion, Steve and Natasha. That's how much the city estimates it will have spent on the migrant crisis by 2025. Now, just a few months ago, the city was estimating it would spend only about $4 billion by next year. Now they're estimating it's going to cost about $4 billion every single year. Just last week, more than 2,900 migrants arrived here in the city.
If we don't get the support we need, New Yorkers could be left for a $12 billion bill.
City Hall now projecting that the migrant crisis is going to cost taxpayers $12 billion by July 1st, 2025. Mayor Eric Adams says the city will spend more on migrants than it does on the fire, parks, and sanitation departments combined. Nearly 100,000 migrants have arrived in New York City since last spring, and the city is currently caring for over 57,000 migrants. The city's shelter system is at capacity, and migrants had to camp outside the Roosevelt Hotel last week, waiting to be placed in housing.
They come to work to contribute to our city and our nation's success. But the scenes outside the Roosevelt may sadly become more common if we don't get the support we need.
So what does this mean now? Well, Adams says the city could face even more cuts to city services. And they are also looking to cut services to migrants as well.
It could be something simple as the meal. If we could save, $1 or $2 on the meals, if we could save on, the laundries, because, all those sheets have to be cleaned.
The federal government has set aside $130 million to aid the city in the migrant crisis. But the city's budget director says they have not received any of this money yet. A team from the Department of Homeland Security was sent to New York City to assess the crisis. But Adams again renewing his call for the White House to declare a state of emergency in order to free up more federal dollars.
There's more they can do, including expediting pathways to work authorizations for asylum seekers. There's nothing more anti-American than not letting people work.
Now, the state legislature set aside about $1 billion for the city in this migrant crisis, but the city saying today that they've only received about $250 million of this money. Governor Kathy Hochul, they're kind of going this behind the scenes back and forth. Governor Kathy Hochul today saying that the city needs to send in receipts, sort of request this money, while the city is saying that they have requested it. But Governor Kathy Hochul saying that she's also going to go back to state leaders over the next few days and ask for more money in this next year's budget, about $1 billion more. But looking at this $12 billion, they're probably going to have to come up with more than $1 billion next year. Reporting live outside City Hall, I'm Morgan McKay. Steve, back to you.
All right, thanks, Morgan.